Hello there, everybody. We're going to get started here shortly. If you are catching this as a replay, make sure you go straight to the comments because there will be timestamps listed below. But if you are watching the live, I will be there with you shortly. I'm just sharing out.
Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate.
Well, hello, everybody. Good evening. How are you doing? I'm Tanya Lee from Harmonia, and we are here for another edition of All Signs Readings. Tonight, we are going to be focused on, August forecast. These are going to be general readings. We never know what's going to fall in the general forecast. If you are looking for specifically relationships or love, come back on Friday evening, or if you were looking for singles, that was on Monday night, so you can catch that replay. But this is a catch-all. This is the general. We like to see a full perspective here of what's going on here in the August energy here for you. Just a reminder, I'm not just on YouTube. I'm also live here on Twitch and on Facebook. So don't be shy. Say hello. We can see everybody's comments coming on here. Hello, Bernadette. Welcome back. Hello, Lisa. How you guys doing? You guys ready for readings tonight? Are you ready? We do have a goal going on here on YouTube. Sorry, guys, it's on YouTube. But you still get the perks of it over on Twitch and on Facebook by simply, if we reach it, getting to see the collective reading. But basically, the goal is if we hit 5 donations in the targeted goal, we will unlock a collective faded dice reading. And we'll roll this a couple of times to see what Zodiacs come up. So you may get some additional insight as well if we reach that goal. And a reminder that the goal is not just reached by donations. It could be other things too, like gifts or super chats, or if you join YouTube live membership, that will count too. I will try to keep up with the counts, but let me know if you do jump into the membership just so that I can make sure that it's accounted for. Hello, Debbie. Welcome back. We got my YouTube moderator here. How you doing? You guys ready? We're going to start off with Leo because we are officially in Leo season. Happy birthday out there to my lions and lionesses. You guys are up first. That means from order of Leo and on. That's going to be the order. We go in the order of the birthday season. So if you miss your sign, make sure you check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Take what resonates. Leave the rest. Don't force it all to fit. Don't force it all to fit. How'd everybody do in that Aquarius full moon? I have the fan blowing on me. We just had some thunderstorms here, so I'm a little bit late. but the fan is blowing on me. So if I'm coughing a lot, it's because it's like literally directly on me and there's really no way to angle it. So this is just what we're at tonight. All right, let's get to our Leos first. Leo is up. You survived. You survived the full moon. That's good. I did do a full moon reading. That's only found over in the membership area. I did post it in the community too. So you can find that there if you become a member. And you can, all of the readings that I do with the full moon or the new moon readings are interactive readings. So you actually can pull cards with me. And I encourage you to do so because I'm not just a tarot reader, I'm a teacher. So especially when it comes to self-development work. So I love to do that for you guys so that you guys can kind of add some flavor to the own depths of your cards and what your intuitive guides are telling you. All right, let's get to it. Leo, we're going to start off with an oracle card, and then we're going to see which archetype here you are embodying. If the archetype here resonates with you, that can be found over at Harmonia Friends Community. More information, more insight, and more collective readings. All right, Leo, what's going on in your world? Morning Dew Girl. I haven't used these cards in a really long time. August 13th may be a significant date to you, but 13 comes to a 4, so this has to do, I truly believe, with some kind of structural changes, but we're going to see what archetype is in here. But let's see what the Morning Dew Girl has to say. For my lions and lionesses, it says, face your fears, awareness, and consciousness. The woman on this card collects fat raindrops in a basket of leaves. She is called the Morning Dew Girl, and she symbolizes the receiving and absorption of all worries and fears. She invites us to start sharing our own feelings and worries. We can collect them and deal with them instead of hiding them deep inside. She stands resolute and strong, ready to face her fears. So there's something here where my Leos are being asked to not stuff down their emotions and to release. Well, isn't this a beautiful time? Because we're still kind of in that full moon energy here too. All right, let's see what archetype is here with you. What archetype is here with my collective Leos? We're going to roll. We have a 2 and a 1. You actually have 2 archetypes, but the supporting cast member here is the Witness. The number 1 here is just the power of 1. It's not necessarily an archetype. But with 3, we have the Artist. And the Artist is a very significant archetype because it's one here who does go with the flow, but it's all about collaboration, creativity. What are you about to express with emotions and share with others? So there's something here deeply emotional. Especially if you have, you are an individual here who doesn't really express as well, you may find yourself expressing your emotions in creativity, in art, in writing. So this is something that's coming up very significant here for you. And it's also to help you here with that supporting archetype of the Witness, to help you gain some aspect here of a different perception. What are you learning this month when it comes to expression and your emotions? How do you allow it to override? All right. So the Artist is going to be here throughout the entire reading. And you may see some 2s and 1s and 3s in synchronicities throughout the month. Just your angels are there with you. All right. Let's see how you're showing up, what your challenge is, and your breakthrough card here for the month. Reminder that there are no reversals on initial story player. Hello, Andrea. Good to see you. How are you showing up here? Wow. Judgment. Woo. So there's something here that you're ready to pass, go through. And this is deeply emotional because it's an ending, but it's also a beginning. And, this is one of those cards that it's not necessarily, oh yeah, it's going to be so exciting and happy, because it does feel like a test. It does feel like it's decision time. But it's also a card of accountability. And so there's something here where you're being held accountable for the decisions that you make moving forward here in the month of August. All right, let's see the challenge here. What is the challenge here for my Leos? Ooh, this comes a lot with that Witness card here, which was that 2, the number 2. You have the Hangman. There's a new perception here that is being zipped open here. And I want to say it's emotions because we're seeing a lot of that in placement here. And this is something here that is deeply in earth and ground. I love how we're showcasing the leaves here. And we have a giant leaf here with the emotions. I love that coming in with the artwork. But there's just something here about your head's not being in the clouds anymore. You're having a wake-up call of some sort here this month, Leo. And it could be a reality check. And this reality check here can keep you from all of a sudden having frustrations. It could bring up anger. It's something here that has been deeply innate within you that is ready to be released. And so the challenge here is to gain a perception here and not allow the emotion to, be controlled. It's just this thing of why this is happening. Allow it to release. Name it for what it is. All right. Let's see what the breakthrough is for you this month. Leo's breakthrough, Ace of Cups, surrender, unconditional love. Love yourself regardless of the situation or the outcome this month, Leo, and you will shine. Allow this transformation. Look at all of these butterflies. Allow this transformation here to be set free, okay? Because it is the next step of what you have been asking for, even though it may be uncomfortable. Okay, it's never going to be comfortable when you're sitting there in the Hangman position, but it is a very self-sacrifice card here because you are in the emotions, you're not drowning in it, you're releasing it. And that's completely different mindset. So it's a good thing. All right. Let's see what the heart of the matter, the core theme for this month for you, where your mind is and your body. Reversals are now up. They will be affected here by this first row, particularly the challenge. Here we go. Ooh, conflict, fighting, anger. If there's fighting going on here, or I feel like this is more internal than anything, there may be something here, Leo, that has happened in the past that you may be angry, maybe at not just the situation, but yourself who went through it. There's a competitive nature here where it's like, did I really win at anything? Or was that really necessary to fight for that? Did I let my pride get in the way? Your mind here is taking accountability for it. You're upset. You're upset. You may have had an overreaction, but this overreaction is because your limit has been reached. And I feel like this month you have just filled the meter up here and you're like, I had it, enough. I'm not going to be treated that way. I'm not going to be treated that way. Welcome back, Fasha. Hello, Cindy. So this is you taking accountability. Your mind here is like, I need a reset. And how do I realign? Let's see where your body and your material world here. This usually affects your finances and your relationships. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Massive changes for you this month, Leo. But they're good changes. Some of you will find these changes in your finances. Some of you'll find changes here in relationships. These are things where you're going to be putting boundaries up. You're going to accept things for what they are. And you're also going to say that this was needed to realign you. And you're going to face a consequence of some sort. But it can only get better. And it's something where you may feel like you're being drugged along, like literally someone's pulling you along, like the spirit guides are kind of going through. And it's like, I have no idea of all these changes that are happening. I'm surprised we haven't gotten the Tower, but it's just because you are being ripped out of an old version of you that you just don't feel comfortable anymore. You just don't feel comfortable in this anymore. No. All right. Let's see where your emotions and your heart space is when it comes to relationships and healing. Magician. Yeah. So the magician is one here who creates, manifests, and utilizes all of those tools, but you also trust. And you realize that the changes that you're making for your life this month are going to allow you to be really clear on what you were truly asking for. But also, it's not reverse, so you're not controlling outcomes. You're not controlling outcomes here, Leo, this month here. You're manifesting things that are aligned for you. You're trusting the universe. Let's see the external influences when it comes to people, environments, and outside forces behind you. What's around you? We have the Ace of Wands. I love this. This is, again, talking about that creativity, that passion, that drive. This could be fueling anger for some of you, fueling that anger into something that is positive. But I feel that you're going to find yourself having those ideas, those actions that are going to line up, and things are going to move very, very quickly for you this month. All right. Now, when it comes to outside relationships, this could be, a drive to be with the right connections. That's that artist energy that we were feeling, that collaboration here. So you may be collaborating with others or meeting new individuals here who light a fire within your desires, which is not a bad thing. All right. Let's see what the outcome is, and then we're going to see things to consider for you. The outcome for you this month. Oh my goodness. Be ready to shine. Leo. Man, all of this, it is going to be worth it. It is going to be worth it. It may feel grueling. It may feel like you're being held accountable and it's like, I can't believe I'm doing this. But in the long run, this is about creating clarity of what truly makes you happy. And you're going to find yourself in a more childlike mode. You're going to have this refuel. And it's because you're fueling yourself to something that feels aligned. It feels right to you, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's a collaborative idea, whether it is a massive change here. Some of you, it's moving. Some of you, it's career changes. But this is massive. All right. It's taking charge here of your life and your happiness here and trusting the universe. Okay. So there are going to be emotions here. They're going to be released. It's not just anger and sadness. I feel like some of you, this is going to be happy tears by the end. Things to consider here with this month. The King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Well, the King of Pentacles is someone here who invests very wisely. They're nurturing, they're caring. They're also a really good individual here to have as a friend. So you may have a new individual like this in your life, or you have someone in your life like this who is really good and supportive for you. And Spirit's saying, do not forget to lean on the support that you have this month. Now, others of you, you're embracing this. This is what you're becoming. You're becoming very grounded. You're taking that accountability. You're investing really wisely within yourself, your body, your physicality here, your relationships, and ooh, a match. The masculine and feminine energy here, okay? A lot of you, this is a relationship, okay, that is going to be very supportive here for you to help you feel secure, safe, but open to receive. I love that this is a match. But others of you, this is full internal alignment here. This is the justice here of your masculine and feminine energy here. Taking accountability, realizing that you got to do certain things, invest wisely, right? And that includes setting particular boundaries when it not just comes with your money, but with your time, your energy, and what you're actually around as well. So keep that in mind. All right, that's what we got here for Leo. If you like that, if you want to claim it, you most certainly can. And don't forget to hit like. And then if you want to go deeper, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia. We're going to get into Virgo. Virgo is up. Thank you, Debbie, for the first donation. We are now 4 donations away from unlocking the collective bonus here at Harmonia. Thank you, Mitzi, for putting all the information about Harmonia up. I do appreciate that. Basha says, managed to get the middle of Leo. Well, that's good. Don't forget to check your other placements, guys. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And your archetype, make sure you check over at Harmonia Harmonia friends, the community, whether you're inside the vault or in the membership group here, if you see readings with that collective archetype, that reading may be for you. It's not just about the zodiac signs here at Harmonia. It's also about the collective archetypes. All right, let's see what's going on here for Virgo. Virgo is up. Spirit, what's going on for Virgo in August? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on here for Virgo? New direction. Oh, I like this. I love these. Make a wish. 45 comes to a 9. August 9th may be a significant date to you, but there's just something here about this new direction. It's a wish. It's something that you're trusting the process to. But let's see what the book here has to say. Well, Virgo, you are about to depart. There's new perspectives and there are goodbyes. A dandelion is an airship traveling through the sky with a top hat as the basket these men are flying away in. One man jumps up out of the basket and sails off in a flying dandelion seed, takes him far away while the other men wave goodbye and wish him well. This story illustrates endings and departures that are necessary for you, Virgo, to gain perspectives in life. It's time to take courage to change directions and abandon old habits. But if you are bold enough, you can fly towards something new, a dream, a place, even yourself. Ooh, I like this. I like this here for you. So dandelions may be something significant. All right, let's see what archetype is here with you. What archetype is here for Virgo this month? 6. Oh my gosh, you got another 9. And I love that you got a 9 here because this is the matriarch. And the matriarch is kind of the empress and the mother energy. It's someone here who understands the birth cycle, how things have to change, but it's a responsibility here to care, to nurture. And you also have here the artist and the mediator. So there's 2 supporting ones here. The artist here is about the creation, the collaboration, and the mediator is that 6 energy here, which is the accountability. Man, I feel for you with this embodied energy. This is going to be strong when it comes to being open to receive, especially in this Empress energy that I'm feeling for you. Okay. This is a time here for something new and exciting. And some of you, it's an old version of you, and there's new connections that are coming your way. Okay, this could be in love, this could be in career, many different things and facets. Interesting. Interesting. All right, let's see how you're showing up. How is Virgo showing up? Remember, no reversals here. You're showing up as well, you. The King of Pentacles. That's you. This is someone here takes accountability, is very nurturing, understanding, caring, a provider. Whether you provide for yourself or others, you care and you invest wisely. Sometimes you can be fickle. Sometimes you can be surfaced, but that's not your challenge. This is who you are. You're an individual here who cares deeply, and you're very detail oriented to the things that matter to you. So that's really important to understand. What is your challenge this month for August? Your challenge this month is the Page of Swords. So there's something here. Look at this. There's a dandelion again. There's something here that you're being asked to observe from a distance, to learn from. Whether you're distancing yourself here from situations or people, or if you are stepping back from your past to look at it from a different perspective, this is going to be incredibly important for you. But there's also this energy as a challenge with sometimes when we're in the page mode, right? The page mode of spying, we don't allow the growth here of what actually happens when we've had enough. Okay. So this could also be this energy of being the perpetual student. There's a part of you that is always learning, but you may, not want to step up in a more teacher-like role. But the challenge here is that, you don't have to always be the student, that you are also the teacher here as well with that King of Pentacles energy. All right. What is your breakthrough? The Four of Swords. Well, it's interesting because the more you're in your feminine energy, it doesn't matter if I'm talking to a masculine or a feminine Virgo, the more you're in your feminine energy here of rest, rejuvenation, with meditation, with energy of leaning back, self-care, ooh, you're going to see some massive wins. All right. Not worrying so much here. I mean, the Four of Swords here, and that is the Five of Swords. So there's a part of you that likes to figure things out, and when you can't figure it out, you may ruminate on it. But there's your breakthrough here is to rest your mind from rumination. Okay, just accept things for what they are. Let's see where the heart of the matter is, your mind and your body here. Reversals are now up. Wow. We have the Two of Wands here reverse as the heart of the matter. So I do believe that you feel that you have missed some opportunities because of maybe you were investing in areas that you were studying more than actually ready to say, okay, I'm ready to take a leap. This is something here where this month where you're like, I'm taking the option. I'm not going to lose any more time wasting. Okay? You're not wasting any more time trying to figure things out, whether this is a career change, whether this is a relationship that maybe you outgrew. There's just something here for you where you're like, I'm not missing any more opportunities. I refuse to do that. Your heart here says, I'm taking the opportunity. Let's see where your mind is, your thoughts, your beliefs, what's shaping your outcomes for August. Well, this is that Five of Swords energy that I felt earlier here. Okay. There's that perception here, the perception here of grief. Okay. And grief stricken can come out because of expectations that weren't met, heartbreak, boundaries, all kinds of different things here. But the Five of Swords, nobody wins. And so mentally you're feeling like, I don't necessarily have to overthink this anymore. I can let this be. I can let this be. If it was reversed, I would say that you were still struggling with this. But I do feel like when a thought comes up in your mind, something that you consistently go into the negative aspect, this month, you're not going to be so negative. You're going to snap yourself out of it. Not saying that you're going to completely be out of it and everything's going to be rainbows and butterflies. No, it's just that when you see it, you're going to catch yourself a lot quicker than you typically would. And that's going to be a good thing. Let's see where your body and your material world here, your finances, your work, your health are going to be here for the month of August. This is that temperance energy that feels the impatience of wanting change immediately. Because once you choose to go this direction, once you're open to receive, it may feel irritable because it's not going at the pace that you wanted it. Because it's like, okay, well, now I've chosen this. How come I can't see what's next? How come I'm not seeing results? Well, the results are happening, but they're probably happening here behind the scenes in a very spiritual way for you. Now, there's other areas here that may be irritable, and this could be in the shape here of people. We're going to see that when we look at the external influences. But there's individuals here who know the old version of you, who used to accept things in that student mode and learn from them, or just, be quiet on it, be an observer all the time, but not necessarily fight back. You may find yourself here irritable with those individuals. Okay. And it's like, I don't have time for that. Or man, when I'm around them, they make me angry or emotional. Let's see where your emotions and heart space comes when it comes to relationships, healing, and creativity for you this month. Well, you're not as worried as you used to be. That's a great thing. Okay. The anxiety level for you is going down, which is huge. And I really believe it's because you're resting more. You are meditating more. Meditation is not always just sitting there and just doing nothing. Sometimes it's walking. Sometimes it's listening to music. I just feel like you're doing a lot more self-care this month, Virgo, and you're seeing the results of it. And the results here is awareness of where your time and focus is on. And that's going to be huge. External influences, the people and things in your environment. The Knight of Swords is that harsh communication. That's probably what's going to affect you emotionally, is that sometimes when people come in with the truth, the facts, the blunt honesty, that can make you feel really irritable because of your boundaries that you have in place here. Okay. So others may want to voice their opinion about how you have changed. And well, it's not saying that you're going to be able to dodge that with a bullet. You're just going to have to not allow it to affect you in the ways that it used to. Your outcome and your integration here, the closing scene for you, Virgo, this month. We have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, reverse. Here's the thing. Now, when she's reversed, ooh, she can get angry by what she sees, how people view. She can get confidence, but you can use this for your benefit too. Right? Use that dragon energy, that creativity, that burst of emotion here in a healthy way. If you can turn this around and use it in a healthy way. But other times your pride's going to get kicked a little bit this month. But if you can turn around and express this in a healthy way, especially when it comes with individuals who got a lot to say when you didn't ask for advice, this is you saying, okay, how can I use this drive to keep me in the direction that I was taken away with before? It's a part of the birthing cycle. Remember, you are being the parent to yourself this month with the matriarch. Okay. The mother energy is here strongly. Let's see what final advice Spirit has for you, Virgo. Remember, no reversals here from Spirit. What does Spirit want you to remember? Look at this, the world. There are rewards here. There are. And it's going to be something here that is going to be full circle closure. And it's going to take you out of your comfort zone here with the world. Now, this also is a card here being online. Some of you, there's going to be some, a lot of things that you may be doing digitally, whether it is taking classes online, whether it is being an influencer, whether it's meeting somebody online. You are using that digital energy. But some of you, it's travel, okay? It's taking opportunities here to see else what's out there. It's almost like you're shopping. Some of you may be shopping for a new home, but it's like you're looking out for the relocation here of where your desires are meant to be seated and grounded. It's a big deal. Yeah, because there's an offer here. It's a huge offer, right? And this is the opportunity here to love regardless. Okay, you've learned a lot of harsh lessons when it comes to love, but love is always all around you, and something about it being unconditional. Now, the other thing to think is with the Knight of Cups is sometimes the Knight of Cups can come off as love bombing or fantasy or rose-colored glasses, where it's like, can this actually be formed into a reality? Spirit's saying, don't stop dreaming. Take your passions or this creativity and make it a reality. Okay. And stay very grounded with that. Learn from your past mistakes, but don't stay in the past. All right. That's what I got here for you, Virgo. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side of Harmonia Friends, including info on that archetype for you. We're going to move on to Libra. Libra is up. Debbie says she listens to meditations every night before bed. That's nice. If you can create your own meditations or, affirmations and listen back to them, it's actually more powerful for yourself, and it will bring you more peace, because the person you're going to trust the most is you. So that's one of the tricks that I tell people is record your own. Libra. Your dog listens as well. That's cute. Libra is up. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Guys, we are 4 donations away. 4 donations from unlocking the collective bonus. Let's see what's going on for Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on here in August for you? We have 38, the lullaby. August 11th may be a significant date for you. restoration, dreams, rhythms, and lullaby here. As dusk arrives, Libra, we notice a cello player about to play a lullaby to welcome the sleep we need so dearly. The cycle of day and night, light and dark, orchestrate our natural sleep rhythms. We give so much during the day. Night is our time to recover. On his instrument, we can see the moon and stars. They are the guardians of our dreams tonight. Rest with nature's lullaby blowing gentle through the window. Tomorrow, wake to all the days of your life. So there's something where your inspiration is going to be within your dreams. Okay. You may find yourself wanting to sleep more. Okay. So that's not something that's going to be outside of it, or others of you may find yourself more tired, but that may be your intuition here. It could also be your guides, your ancestors who are trying to get you messages. So there's something here about getting insight in your sleep this month for you. Let's see what numbers are here for you. I almost forgot. What archetype is here for you? We have the builder. We have a 6 and a 2 and an 8. All right. So let me bring up the builder here. Or as Debbie likes to lovingly call Bob the builder. But the builder is to maintain. All right. I do feel like for you, we also have the witness here, and we have the witness in the number 2, and we have the mediator here in number 6. But there's something here about you taking accountability so much, and you're so driven that you may need a break. You may need a really big break this month. Okay. Just as you feel like things are rolling, you may find yourself slowing down a little bit. And that's going to be something where you're being asked to maintain something at a speed that feels at a much better pace for you. So if you were in a rush to do something, I feel like this month, it's not about rushing. It's about keeping that specific speed. So you're not necessarily stopping entirely, but there could be something in a goal and specifically that you're trying to reach this month. But we'll see. We shall see. Let's see how you're showing up. Hey, Angel Eyes, welcome back. Remember, no reversals on initial storyline. The 7 of Swords. Well, this is usually someone here who hides. I don't feel like you're deceiving, or, you're doing something out of ill will. I feel like you're doing something quietly behind the scenes. You're not necessarily letting everybody in. There's a massive transformation going in here. It looks like a snake here. Okay. But she's guarding her egg. So there's something here that is close to your heart, and you're in a nesting period. But this is a slow process. This is not something here that you can rush. All right, let's see what the challenge is. Libra, your challenge for the month here. Queen of Swords, well, that's you. But what are you watching? What are you spying on? You're looking for insight. You're looking for facts. You're looking for directions. There's just something here that I feel like you're really focused on this month here, but you're staying guarded here on the lookout. Like, am I going to be missing opportunities? Is there somebody watching me? You're looking for some logical proof, some facts here, but you can also be very mentally, when the Queen of Swords is in their head and it's a challenge, is they tend to be very aggressive, passive aggressive. They can get resentment. They can ruminate, they could get cold hearted. They could get very detached because they're looking for a result of some sort. And so there's something here about challenging and looking the results. Okay. Let's see what the breakthrough is. I like how she's got the telescope here looking towards the breakthrough, because I think that's going to be imperative here. The moon. The moon. Not everything's going to make sense to you this month. The moon energy, Pisces energy, you may have gotten a lot of downloads on last night's full moon, even though it was Aquarius. Your breakthrough here is to trust the next steps. And a lot of you, this is coming in dream form, or it's just coming in downloads, could be through songs, could be through memories. It's just synchronicities. There's just something here where you may feel inundated in trying to figure things out, but you also need to trust the next steps and the process here for yourself. All right. Let's see what the heart of the matter, the mind and the body. Reversals are now up. They will be affected by those challenge cards that pop. Ooh. Well, we have the Nine of Cups here reversed. Usually the heart of the matter here is the Nine of Cups reversed is usually gluttony, selfishness, keeping something entirely to yourself. Do you feel like someone's going to steal something, steal your ideas, steal your heart? You're very protective in this energy, but you may feel like the heart of the matter is by being protective, you may think internally, am I being selfish for wanting desires? Is this too much for me? Your mind. Let's see where your mind and your thoughts are in here. Well, we have the Seven of Cups here reversed, and this is usually what's on your mind is getting clarity that something here, there's no confusion anymore. There's something here that you no longer want, you no longer desire, and you've turned your back to. But it's also giving you some confusion here because you don't know what you necessarily want next. And for some of you, for turning this away, whether it was a person or a situation, a job you left, anything like that, there's just something here where it's like the clarity is I'm not going to go back to that. I don't want that. So this Libra doesn't want something back from the past. Let's see where your body and material and your finances are for this month. I feel like you are spending more on yourself. You see this mask? I don't think a lot of people are seeing Libra in August. I feel like Libra is doing their own thing. They're very focused on their own desires, their own passions. They're not necessarily getting close with anybody, you know? And it's not, and I think a lot of this has to do with that before, maybe before you were seeking outside validation, maybe before you were a people pleaser, but this is something here where you're trying to give yourself space. And you may feel, we're going to see with externally how people are reacting to this, but this is you not seeking outside validation in that. See where your emotions are in your heart space. Yeah, this is something here where you know you have a new start, but maybe in the past you weren't allowing yourself to have that new start because you were waiting either for the opportunity to jump in front of you, or the something to be handed to you, like the universe to give you a clear sign of like, here's the next step, or an individual coming back. It's like you had your hands tied to this, but this is you emotionally saying, yeah, I don't need to look at this anymore. No, I don't need to hang on this tree and gain a new perception here. This has made me feel stuck. It doesn't feel good for me right now. Let's see the external influences, the people, the environment, the outside forces here for you. How are they being affected here for you this August? We have the Wheel. You're having some massive shifts when it comes to career, people, the versions of you. The Wheel has all different kinds of facets here with the 10. But, you know, we also have Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo energy. But there's just something here where I feel in Aquarius, I feel like for you, there are certain people that are going to come and go in your life this month, but there's a significant cycle here where you're going to be asked to take a chance. And this chance here may come back up with a past person or a past situation. And that's going to be clarity. Do I want this or do I leave it? So emotionally, you got individuals here who may be coming back around for reconciliation for some of you. Outcome and integration here. Ooh, there's that Fool. The mask is off. All right. You're playing your card. You know, you're not going on the same beaten path as a lot of individuals. You're doing it your way. And this is something here where it's like, I'm going to have a new take on this. And if you're taking chances emotionally with other individuals, you're going to drop the mask. You're authentically going to be who you are. You're not going to try to people please at all whatsoever. Okay. So that's actually a really, really good thing for you. Okay. You're holding that Fool in your hand. I like that. What advice, Spirit, do you have for Libra in this? Look at that, 4 wands. There's going to be a lot of happiness for you this month. I do believe quietly on the sign, you are going to the right connections, right alignment, right community, right people, but there is going to be a lot to celebrate. I don't know if you got a trip coming up or if there's a celebration coming up here for you, but I don't feel like everybody's in this circle. Okay. I do feel like this is on top of a tower, which I find interesting, but it's individuals here who feel like they're in a firm foundation. Some of you got new love. Some of you got new love coming your way. Others of you, it's just, you know, a new connection, inner alignment. What else about this Four of Wands here? Yeah. King of Cups. You got someone here sailing in. Yes, you do. This doesn't necessarily have to be love, but this is an individual here who could be a water sign. It's about going the distance, could be travel to meet this individual. This person is a really good listener. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Very intuitive. But there's something here about the two of you in this path of how you meet that it's going to allow you to embrace a new adventure. And it's going to give you a new perspective here of how the past and why things had to lay out the way that they did. But I really do believe a lot of this is coming in dream form for you. All right. That's what I got here for you, Libra. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side of Harmonia, friends. And if you want to go dive deeper into the builder archetype, you can find readings at the vault. We're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpio is up. Just for those of you who are looking at the membership, YouTube, you gain premier access. It's not the entire access of the entire vault. The vault has all of the readings and new content, plus the library, the meditations, the teachings, and my personal vlogs over there. But you do get a lot as YouTube premier access. And I do recommend if you join to do it on the desktop browser first, because the mobile ones, they jack it up. Hey, Sherry, welcome back over on Twitch. All right, let's see what's going on for Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on for August for you? The Night Ride. 46. It comes to a 10. August 10th may be a significant date for you. Let's see what the Night Ride here. I like how it's two owls on. Well, owls are bringing wisdom, but an elephant, they never forget, do they? And there's something here about this Night Ride that I think is going to be something that you're never going to forget. Well, Scorpio, the protector, wander in the night, big brother friendship. An elephant transports two owls on this back, a mother with her young bird child. Protectively, she has folded her wing over the young owl's head. The elephant rides through the night, blowing stars up into the sky through his trunk. Connected with magic and wonder, the elephant is the protector, a strong shoulder to lean on in all times. Even during dark times, you can feel safe and secure beside him. There is a friendship here that is incredibly important to you this month. This person here has got your back. Okay. Now you may be also that incredible friend for others. Let's see what archetype is here. Let's see what archetype is here. It's not Bob. It might be. We'll see. I see that I left him up there. Maybe it is. Maybe I just attracted that because it is. You know, this is why I should probably clear the energy, but it's good because I feel like there's something here that's building. It's a relationship that is building. It's something here that's going to strengthen this bond. It's all about collaboration here and freeing yourself here from doing everything on your own. And this is going to be huge for you this month. You also have the collaborator here with the artist as a number 3, and you have the liberator here as well, who breaks the chains of old cycles and old patterns, things that no longer serve you. Okay. I also hear this energy, Scorpio. I got your back. I got your back. Or maybe you have someone's back as well, but that's going to be significant. You may see a lot of 3s, 5s, and 8s this month. Let's see how you're showing up. Let's see how you're showing up. Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Yeah, you're leaving something behind, someone behind, something that just no longer serves you. Trusting your intuition. This is something in an area here where I also feel, swans, they mate for life. And there's just something here where I think this is changing. Look at all of everything's duality here. Okay. Two butterflies, two birds, two dragonflies here. There's something here where you're realizing where is my support? Who has my back? And you're being trusted here to walk away from individuals who didn't have your back. And so that's what you're doing. You're leaving things behind here emotionally that don't no longer serve you in connections. What is the challenge? Four of Pentacles. The challenge is some of you, this is your family members. This is your home. These are individuals that you always thought would have your back. And now all of a sudden there's a gate here. You may have created boundaries, or they may have created boundaries here. You may not be allowed back into this section or this area. The Four of Pentacles is someone here who holds on deeply, especially when it comes to their investments, what they nurture and care for, to the point where they're not really open for anything else. And the challenge here is you may have been holding on to connections and relationships that didn't serve you for quite a long time. Your breakthrough. Scorpio, your breakthrough here is the Five of Wands. Well, you're willing to play the game. Checkmate. All right. And this isn't a competitive nature here, but also realizing that the move that you're making may not necessarily be something that you're willing to play again. Okay. Whether someone was playing games with you, whether you're in this competitive nature here of saying, you know what, I'll play this one more time, but I'm playing to win. I feel like you're playing to win, so you don't play the game anymore. You don't want to play these games anymore with others. The competition, the fighting, it's just coming to the point where it's dragging you down. The heart of the matter, your mind and your body here this month. Remember, reversals will be affected by that top row. What is the heart of the matter here for Scorpio this month? Ooh, King of Cups. Well, I feel like, this is your energy. I do feel like there's someone in particular who emotionally knows how to push your buttons. And so at one point, you may have had you play victim to the scenario here, but this is also something where it's like, well, I only had to play victim to that scenario because of the consequences here of what was dealt. And so it's not saying that you can't be victim. It's just saying that at one point you allowed someone to have the power over you. Your mind and thoughts here right now. Yeah, your mind and your thoughts here is that you were never going to really find peace. There was never really a resolution in this connection, this relationship. Okay. Could have been dealing with a Libra, but I feel for you, your mind is, makes me restless because I don't feel welcomed here. I don't feel at home here. The body, material world here. Look at all of this. This has to do with your past. This has to do with individuals here who you feel hold you back. And some of you, they drag you back into past situations where you're playing the same cycle. And a lot of you are feeling like, I can't do this anymore. It's getting exhausting. I'm never able to move forward in my own life, in my dreams, in my deep connections. Burnout. Be careful of burnout. Let's see where your emotions and your heart space is for this month. Yeah, I feel with the Knight of Coins energy, your emotions and your space here is the self-care. Take a rest. Create separation of some sort. You're more invested, and I do see that you're more invested here in your career or your home or your health, your well-being. That's where you're putting your time and effort into. You're not in a race to finish anything. You're emotionally exhausted. And so the Scorpio is like, I've had enough. And there's an individual here who's really pushed your buttons and hasn't been supportive, which is what you've been asking for. But I did say there is someone here of support for you. So we're going to see who externally this is. Yeah. This is someone here who externally sees you staying stuck in scenarios because of self-doubt, if you're doing the right thing. And you have an individual here who's witnessing some self-doubt and is trying to encourage you to escape. And so I don't know if this person's helping you out financially or just being there to listen, but you're literally being guided to go to this person to allow yourself to have that safe space to just be able to express without being told you're too much or you're a victim to the scenario. It's all of that. And the outcome of this is that this individual is going to help you find a more balanced change for you. And you may be asking for some help this month, and that's okay. But this change here is so that you can make some life changes about a new outcome coming up for you. Now, some of you, there's a career change coming up. Others of you, it's a relationship status that is changing. And this relationship status here could be becoming single. And some of you, it's a relationship status here of a new friendship that could be budded into something more, okay? But it's going to be a pace here that starts deeply with creating room and space for this kind of support, because this is something you're not used to. You're usually the individual giving it to, all right? Let's see what advice Spirit has for you. Things to consider here, okay? The 9 of Wands, you have proper boundaries and to stick to your boundaries. And it may hurt to stick to your boundaries because not everyone's going to be happy with it, all right? So as you go through the thorns, don't forget you can lean on that support when you have that in place. Yeah, and you're not in a race. You're moving. And you're moving at the pace that feels right for you, one step at a time. You don't have to resolve this all in 1 month. You are making a change here that feels right for you. And some of you, it's opening up to another, getting that support. All right. That's what I have here for you, Scorpio. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side of Harmonia Friends community. And we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is up. Guys, if we hit 4 more donations, or if anybody joins the YouTube membership tonight, we will unlock the collective bonus tonight too, as well. Sagittarius is up. Thank you, Mitzi, for your donation. We are 3 unlocked. 3 stars away from unlocking the collective bonus. Guys, I will also be back here live tomorrow night for all signs love readings, current feelings for specific people. So don't forget, I'll be back tomorrow. We're trying to play catch up here to get all the August energy readings out so that we can go back to our regular schedule. All right, Saggy is up. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. See how August is going to make out for you. The Sea Witch, 52, August 7th, may be a significant date for you. I like the Sea Witch. It's cute. She looks a little feral, this Sea Witch. What card number? 52. Let me make sure I get the right one. I looked up 7 because I did the math in my head. The Sea Witch, innocence, joy of play, and wonder, Sagittarius. The small mermaid is called the Witch of the Sea. Instead of the fishtail, she has a jellyfish on the lower part of her body. Her hair sways behind her like flowing tentacles. She holds a windmill in her hand that propels her forward, a wide-eyed fish and her loyal companion on her ocean journeys. She is young and uses the magic of childlike thinking to dance in the waves, marvel at the wonders of life. She kind of reminds me a little bit of the Page of Cups. She does. There's a childlike, dreamy energy about the Sea Witch. All right, let's see what archetype is here to embody with you. Wow, look at all of these 7s. You got another 7 here. Well, this is a great one for you. We're going to get straight to that right when I pull it up. We have here the Seeker. And also included in the Seeker is the Artist and the Keeper. But primarily the Seeker has a lot of the Hermit energy, but looks at all of the different timelines and is collapsing timelines, not just in this energy of this lifetime. It's past lives. It's different variations of you living different trails that maybe you didn't take. This is you collapsing them this month. And so there's something here about an option that is actually being collapsed here to become into this reality. And it's up to you here with this energy here, followed with the Artists, to collaborate with others, even your higher self, to see how you can maintain this moving forward. Because this new spot, this new opportunity is something that you're going to have to do with a childlike kind of mindset. Okay. Treat it new. Treat it with something here that's dreamy. Some of you, this is a new connection. Some of you, it is. Okay. Options. All right. Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius. Reversals are not up yet. How are you showing up for August? Oh, look at you. You just go from a page to a Knight of Wands. Okay. Man, you got a lot of things going on here for you this month. It's not a quiet month for you. It's a month here of creativity, of desire, of passion, putting yourself out there. You're being more playful. There's excitement. There's also this new kind of liquid courage for you. It feels like that. It's like, I'm just going to do it. So I don't know. You're pulling off the Band-Aid and just going for it. I feel like Sagittarius, if there was one thing that you could be called, this is the month here that you're doing. You're just going for it. You're going all in. What's a challenge? 8 of Cups. Well, the challenge here is once you go all in is to leave behind something that you know you can't go back to. And this is a different state because sometimes you like to look back. And when you look back, you may miss it. You may miss that old version of you, or you may miss the quietness of something, or you may miss the grief of something. But there's something here that no longer serves you that you tend to go back and forth on. It's like one day you're like, oh, I'm over it. Another minute you're like, I'm not. And that happens. What's your breakthrough going to be? What is Sagittarius' breakthrough this month? Look at this. Some of you, the breakthrough here is love. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be romance, but some of you, there's a new connection here for a chance here of unconditional love, support, acceptance, surrender. It's going to feel really good. It's going to form a massive change for you. Look at all of these butterflies. There's butterflies all over the place here for you. That may be something significant to you, butterflies. But there's just this energy here if it's time to shine. And so this is what Sagittarius is doing this month. They're shining. Let's see what the heart of the matter is, the mind and the body. What's a core theme or repeating situation here? Reversals are now up. Core theme here is that you're not scared anymore. You're not. You're putting yourself out there. You're like, screw it. F it. I'm doing it. I'm going to, apply for that job. I'm going to put myself on that app. I'm going to take myself out on a date. I'm going to accept that date. You're doing something for the love of it, which is going to be huge for you. Before you used to be scared to hell to do this. Your mind, as you do this, 2 of Wands. Wow. I think what's going to happen here is you're going to realize once you have this confidence, once you get started, you're going to have more opportunities and it's going to become easier to pick. Now you're really honing in. You see here where it's like, where do I have the drive, the clarity, or do I listen to my intuition? There's a choice here between 2 with that Aries energy. But I feel like where your mind is, oh my God, I have more options. These are options that I didn't see before. Interesting. Where's your body, material world? This comes with your finances, your work, your health. For you, look at this. 6 of Coins, reciprocity, equality, finally you're getting ahead. Some of you you're getting ahead financially. Some of you are building a relationship here where it's not all on your back. I don't know if you're moving in with someone. I don't know if you're partnering up with someone, but it feels fair. It feels nice. It's something where it's like, I feel actually like I can actually gain and get ahead, or I feel like I have the right support for me. So it's a really nice feeling for you this month. Your emotions and heart space when it comes to relationships, healing, and creativity. Transformation. You are allowing something or someone to leave your life. And this is a rebirth. It is allowing you to finally live again. And that's what you're doing. You're living again. And it's just an amazing rebirth feeling for you. You're looking at something with a fresh eye, fresh perspective. Let's see what the external influences are around you that are helping you with this fresh perspective, this new look. Hangman, all right? Interesting. I said fresh perspective, and an individuals here are gaining a different perspective of you. You are showing a side of you that are going to make people drop their mouth, like in awe, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Sagittarius did that, or oh my gosh, I can't believe Sagittarius put themselves out there. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they changed a job, or oh my gosh, I can't believe they're in a new relationship. There's just something here where individuals are going to go, wow, good for Sagittarius. Good for them. I don't think these are individuals here who are all negative. There's a lot of unconditional love here. There are going to be a lot of individuals who are happy for you. Outcome and integration here. We have the moon reverse, which means the secrets are coming out about all of those internal fears, all of those what ifs, all of those areas here of, well, if I didn't F around and find out, I would have never have known. It was just an illusion. You're realizing certain things that kept you back with fear were illusions. And those illusions are just kind of fading away because you're seeing other opportunities come to you this month, which is a really nice thing. Advice for you when it comes to these opportunities, these connections. Sagittarius, be prepared. Trust your intuition. Know that your inner compass will always lead you in the direction that you need to go. But there's something about you center stage. And I feel like it's showtime. It's showtime for Sagittarius. It's your time to shine. It's your time here that maybe you've been behind the curtain the whole time, like the Oz. But I feel like there's something now where you've been driven, and it's been a slow process, but you've built a process here to put yourself back out there. And so this is something here where I feel it's going to bring in a lot of stability. Some of you, it's going to be a deep connection. Some of you, it's going to be a deep connection when it comes to your career or creativity. This is going to allow you to feel like you don't have to rush the pace. All right. And that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. If this resonated, if you want to claim it, you most certainly can. We're going to move on to Capricorn. Capricorn is up next. We are three donations away from unlocking the collective bonus over on YouTube. Will we do it? Shall we do it? Guys, don't forget to go and hit on like. I know a lot of people are coming in and out for these readings because they're checking their other placements. But don't forget to hit like. It does count. Capricorn is going to be up next. We have Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. And we have started off with Leo first. We always start off with the birthday month and work in order. So if you missed your sign, you can go back to the replay, or you can wait for the timestamps and come back. Thank you, Debbie, for your donation. We are now 2 donations away from unlocking the collective bonus. Let's see what's going on for Cappies. Cappies are up. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Capricorn, under my umbrella, August 20th may be a significant date for you. It's kind of an interesting photo. It's a big bird trying to cover its head. Let's see what's going on here. What does this card represent here in this book? compassion, care, friendship, and protection, Capricorn. A man is perched on the back of a giant parrot. He's holding an umbrella which keeps the bird dry for the rain. This man is happy to help. He's a true friend, aware of the power of a helping touch or smile to brighten someone's day. In turn, he is rewarded with a burst of color in his own life. Why do I feel like it's you doing this for another? Now, some of you, it could be the other way around, but I feel like it's you who are there for other individuals, and you're going to find some appreciation. It's going to be returned to you tenfold. I feel it. I do. I feel it deep in my bones. There's something here. This Capricorn's a really good friend. Really good friend. All right. What archetype is here? We have the matriarch. The matriarch is up again. The mother energy here with a 9, but you may see 5, 4s, and 9s a lot. It's not just the matriarch. You also have the liberator is big, and the keeper here. The keeper is all about self-maintaining, all right, not allowing everybody in with proper boundaries, and the liberator is ready to break old cycles. But with the matriarch, that empress loving energy of sincerity, of nurture and caring, which I totally feel is you, is also a 9. And there's something here where it may come full circle. Why do I feel like something is being returned tenfold for you this month? It's like a return, and that return doesn't necessarily mean it's coming from another individual. You got to trust the universe in this. You do. No reversals on initial story play. How are you showing up here this month? Oh my gosh. The Empress again. That's what the matriarch is built on. Taurus and Libra energy may be in your chart, but you're open to receive. And there's something here about expression. All right. Some of you are about to shine in a way that you did not anticipate. There could be unexpected money. There could be unexpected opportunities, but something because you have been the support for others, it is coming back to you. To you. Thank you, Kale, for the donation. The challenge here is the Ace of Pentacles. This may take you back. This may take you back because the challenge here is that there's hesitancy. I don't think this Capricorn's used to receiving gifts. Gifts make you uncomfortable. And, what do you do with this? Is there an anticipation here for it to be given back? And it's something that has been rooted and it's just popping up to be expressed, to be handed to you. Some of you, this is an inheritance of some sort. There's no return on this. Your breakthrough, Capricorn, oh my gosh, be prepared for those options and opportunities because this is going to give you the support and shine that you need. You do. Okay, you may be a little bit overwhelmed because it's like, what do I do with this? How do I handle this? Some of you, it is surmount or money. Others of you, it's just opportunities that you didn't think that you were going to get. And now you're seeing it and now you're feeling it. And, it's being expressed to you. I almost feel like this Capricorn is being chosen and they're just like a little overwhelmed with it. Let's see where your heart of the matter is, your mind and your body. Reversals are now up. Celebration. Congratulations. Some of you, this is a very loving, sincere relationship. Whether it is a true partner, whether it is an engagement, whether it is something about community, there's a lot of celebration here for you this month. A lot of happiness here. And there's that bird, that little bird here, and it feels like a nest. Everything is about like an unexpected gift comes out of this nest. You have been so caring, you've been so nurturing, but something is coming your way because it's of appreciation and gratitude. Someone is saying thank you, Capricorn. And it could be the universe. Your mind on this, woo, King of Wands. There's desire, there's passion, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Where your mind is, your mind is going to be churning with ideas, actions, How can I progress with it? It's whatever it is. It's actually, you're not going to be conceited with this win or this gift that you're about to receive, Capricorn. You're going to take proper actions of how do I utilize this? But the confidence is in leadership, that you're ready for this, that you can handle this. All right. Let's see what's happening here in that material world for you. Yeah. The Hierophant here, Taurus energy here, reverse, tells me that there are certain commitments. There are certain belief systems that you broke free from. And this is going to feel like it's coming out of nowhere. Because why? You have been beaten on the own drum of your own pace. You've been doing something here that is based upon your intuition, your understanding. Some of you are meant to be teachers. You're meant to be leaders. Some of you, this union is finding the community supporting you. You know, others of you, this is a romance that may not be necessarily a typical belief system that would be considered traditional. But it works. It works for the two of you. Right? It may not be like something where it's like, oh, I'm going to marry this person, but they're an incredible partner and we've worked it out. And people may say, well, that's different, but it works for you. And this connection works for you. But it's the way it's driven. It's not out of norms. And that's what's so exciting here. It's very different. Let's see where your emotion, your heart space here comes to connections and relationships here. You're taking a risk. You know, at one point, you would think it's foolish to do this. But there's a part of you that goes, I'd be foolish not to take this and utilize this for something more. So you're not going to take this relationship you're not going to take advantage of this relationship. You're not going to take advantage of this gift that you're receiving. You're going to extend it to share with appreciation, to love. Some of you are building a community. That's exciting. Right? You might be getting something where you're going to build it more and help it for others. It's not really about you. That's going to be interesting for some of you. External influences, people, individuals here. Look at that. Page of Wands energy. I just feel there's excitement, and you have individuals who are not necessarily putting you on a pedestal, but they're willing to get to know you. They're inspired by you. You come off as a leader. You come off as someone here who's confident. And so, you may encourage individuals here, and there may be someone here who's younger than you, who's absolutely influenced by you of how you have done things on your own way. And so you have particular energy here of something brand new. Some of you, it's a new up level of a relationship. It could be an up level career, but it is new. It's inspiring. It's a really lovely energy. Outcome and integration here of this with the Five of Swords here. There are certain things where maybe you try to appease to others, or maybe not everybody understood the gifts that you gave, but you're not necessarily willing to allow those individuals to take back or to take you down, because you have some jealous individuals here. There are going to be individuals here who are not going to be so happy with you receiving. And here's the thing with it. These are individuals who they're just simply jealous. There's grief here. They're strict here. They're trying to cut to you. So there's going to be areas where you're going to have to be forced to kind of walk away and not let it really take you down in any sense. Not everyone's going to agree to this connection, to these moves that you're making. No, I love this. We have the Hermit energy, things to consider. Okay. There's a part of you that has been doing a lot of soul searching with this Virgo energy, but you've been very patient here, for that fish. I feel like before you know it, you've been doing other things and you're about to pull a big one. And it's going to be something here that you're going to be a little bit in shock with, because you're going to learn a lot from it. And I think the learning comes with the fact here, look, there's that dandelion, comes the fact here with learning I don't know. I feel like you got a big gift coming yourself. It's going to allow to expand some of you education. You're going to put towards your education. Some of you are going to put towards your kids' education. Some of you, you got an individual here that you inspire, and you're going to be able to use this. Some of you for your children. So it's some really good stuff coming your way. All right. That's what I got here for you, Capricorn. If this resonated or if you want to claim it, you most certainly can. And we're going to move on to Aquarius. We are one donation away. We are one donation away. Thanks again, Kale, who jumped on here in the tail end. Appreciate you. And Debbie again. Can we get that collective? We're getting closer. Aquarius is now up. Just do a couple shuffles and we'll be ready to go. Guys, don't be shy, whether you're on Twitch, on YouTube, or on Facebook. Say hello. Let us know that you're here. Make sure you're hitting that like because it does help the channel grow. Bernadette is back for Aquarius. All right. Okay, my aquas. Just get a sip of water. Ooh, it's hot in here. It's getting hot in here. All right, here we go. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on for you in August? Queen Bee, you're about to shine. August 11th may be a significant date to you, but I mean, the Queen Bee is you're on top. Hey, Jansen, good to see you. You are on top. You are on fire. I mean, you can't be anything but that when you're the Queen Bee. Strength, growth, motherhood. Madam Queen Bee is big and strong, yet gentle and mothering. Her skirt is a flower tower, a home for bees that sustain our ecosystem. Look at this. Her children are the children of the earth. She nurtures all of us. She is responsible for the tulips that send energy into the world. So there's just something here about you being the Queen Bee here this month. All right. You're about to shine. You're about to shine. Let's see what numbers are here for you. What archetype is here for you? Ooh, we have the Mediator here with a 1 and a 5, but we also have the Liberator. So there's a massive change when it comes to accountability, which actually causes this Queen Bee attitude, which I actually really love for you. Okay. A 1 is an archetype, is not an archetype. It's the power. It's the Thor. I like to call it the hammer, the Molinaire. All right. But there's something here that you're about to break free on, and it's alchemizing. You're alchemizing some balance in your life. And this is about taking accountability, taking charge. So you're in leadership mode in a really big way. You're really honing into your masculine and feminine energy. So we're going to have the Mediator here on throughout the entire reading. You may see a lot of 1s and 5s and 6s through this month, and we're going to see how you're showing up here. Remember, no reversals on initial story play. How is Aquarius showing up? How are you showing up? The sun? My God, I told you. Can I not say that you were shining? You can't shine. You're going to be very happy this month. You're showing up as the sun. You're showing up here as someone here who's very happy, joyful, a lot of good things happening. What's the challenge? What's the challenge here for you? Wow, the Empress? You deserve this. What are you talking about? Look at all this mother energy. Look at all this light coming your way, Aquarius. But the challenge here is your self-worth. You deserve this. You're worthy of this. When the challenge comes up as the Empress, it's someone here who may not believe that it's worth all of this. Spirit saying, you can handle this. You got this. Yes, you do. You got it. What is your breakthrough? What else could be your breakthrough? I mean, seriously, you're shining like no tomorrow here. The Fool, new shot. You're doing something. This is what's so exciting. I almost feel like you're going, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm being authentic. I'm being real. And I'm not sure that I'm ready for this, but I'm going to do it anyways. And guess what? You're going to shine at it. Oh my gosh, you're going to be good at it. It's just going to flow with you. It's going to flow with you. Wow. What great cards you just started off with. Let's see where the heart of the matter is. The mind and the body reversals are now up. They will be affected by that I'm not worthy card. Yeah. No more waiting. There's no more waiting around. You're not waiting around for other individuals. You're not waiting for confrontation here. There's no more energy here of defending something or fighting for it. This is kind of like, you know what? I'm not going to guard this. This isn't worth fighting for. And I feel like there's this energy of like, I'm just not waiting. I'm going to go for it. You know what? That looks like a lot, but it can't be that bad. Your defenses are going down. You're not being so defensive anymore. Now, some of you are dealing with individuals that you feel are blocking your path. It's like, oh my God, that's scary. I can't stop. How am I going to find a way around it? You're like, I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to just figure it out. Where your mind is, your thoughts, your beliefs, your focus here for August. Yeah, the Queen of Coins. Your mind is on nurturing the soul, for caring. Look at all this mother energy. Holy smokes. Doesn't matter if I'm talking to a masculine right now. Your mother is very strongly coming up in this aspect. This is someone here who's very caring and nurturing. And if this is something here where your mother was not that, you have been rebuilding this in your life. But your mind here is, I do care. And I am trying to obtain my worth. And I'm not going to just, de-announce it in any sense. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it with appreciation, with gratitude. And there's just something here about your sovereignty that's coming up big time for you. Let's see how your body and material world here is going. Yeah, 3 of Wands. You're not waiting around. There's a lot of contemplation before which direction I go. How will I face this? Am I ready to face confrontation? Do I need to be defensive about this? What if I don't know what I'm doing? What if I look like an idiot? What if I look like a fool? Well, now it's like, well, if I don't know, how do I know what's beyond that line, beyond that road, beyond that pathway? You're not going to find out unless you go for it. And so I feel like you're going for it this month. I do. Emotionally, how do you feel about going for it? Well, when it comes to connections here, there's one in particular here with the 6 of Cups. Could be not necessarily an individual, a soulmate. It could also be your inner child. The inner child here that you're reparenting. That all of these memories here and these fantasies that you've, desired to find, you're realizing no one's going to save me. I'm saving me. And so this Aquarius is going out there going, I'm saving me and I'm emotionally ready for this. And curiosity is that I'm not going to always be prepared for every little outcome, but we'll see. Let's see what's externally around you when it comes to influences, people, environments, and outside forces for August. Well, the wheel reverse here says that something's coming back around, but doesn't necessarily mean the X is coming back around. There's situations, there's patterns that coming back around, ones that you were afraid to walk through. And this month, you have the ability to take a different perception and look at it with confidence. And so there are things that are going to mirror to you things where it's like, oh gosh, I've been through this before, but maybe with a different person or maybe a different story, but I'm recognizing this pattern and this has kept me in a karmic cycle and I'm about to break it. And guess what? Aquarius is going to break it. You're going to break it. I know it in this outcome. You're going to break it. I will not be surprised if the Tower comes up, but we'll see. Yeah. With the 5 of Coins here reverse, this reconciliation energy here, this loss is recovery. You're recovering here from being the survivor. You're realizing here that you don't have to play victim to the story. You've just have never really put yourself out there to anticipate that it could be better. And so this is you trusting, yeah, it's going to get better. It is. Advice for you, Aquarius. What is your advice here for August? Remember, no reversals here. Did I not say the tower was coming? Don't hold on to this. Let it go. If the universe pulls something in here and you're like, holy shit, I'm not prepared for this, it's meant to fall. This is God protecting you. Okay. I knew the tower was going to come up. I just didn't know when. But, you know, you can't hold on to this. It's meant to fall. It's meant to fall. And why? Because it's going to be something that's going to realign you. The consequence here means that something's going to be fair. The outcome is going to be fair. The worst case scenario that you're thinking is actually going to align you to something. You know, it's some of you are going to get closure. Some of you are fearing the worst case scenario, and it's actually going to be a really good outcome. All right. But you got to trust the process here with the steps that you take. You are confident enough to do this. All right. That's what I got here for you, Aquarius. If this resonated, or if you like it, or if you want to claim it, you most certainly can. And don't forget, there's always more messages over Harmonia Friends community where you can learn more about the archetypes as well to help guide you. All right. Pisces is up. Pisces is up next. We still have Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. We're getting closer to the tail end. We need one more donation to unlock the collective bonus. We don't know if we're going to reach it, but if we do, you may have another reading. Thank you, Jansen, for sharing out onto Facebook. I don't get a lot of Facebook love anymore with how much the algorithm has changed over there. And since I got rid of the group. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Who's got Pisces in their chart? All right, Pisces, here we go. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on in August for you? My home is my castle. 39. Well, the August 12th may be a significant date to you, but there's something here about your home being the sacred place here for you this month, your temple. Take care of your home. Experience of life, growth, knowledge, and age. The woman on the card carries a big castle on her shoulders. The castle is solid. It seems like it was growing each year of her life. The castle stands for the woman's soul. Inside its enduring wall, she keeps all of her memories, thoughts, knowledge, and feelings. The older the woman gets, the more this fortress of life grows. It keeps her company, defends her against pain, and provides a foundation for her true self to continue its journey. Wow. Thank you, Crystal, for your donation here with that little eagle. My home is my castle. So there's something here coming up for you where you're being asked here to also care for who you let in. Who you let in. And that's going to be big. That's going to be really, really big. Let's see what archetype is here. Wow. 6, 7, 8, 9. We have the matriarch again. This is someone here who does care deeply, but doesn't let everybody in. She knows how to keep a clean house. Absolutely. All right. I feel like there's certain connections here that you're breaking free from. There's a cycle change here. You are caring about not just your castle, but your body, not just your home environment. It's your body. It's like there's certain company that you keep that's like, oh, this isn't healthy for me or my children, for some of you. But you're making some changes here when it comes to connections, and you're protecting this. You're protecting your home environment, your temple. All right. See how you're showing up. Remember, no reversals here on initial story play. You're showing up as the 8 of Pentacles here. So there's something here where you're really working on making some massive changes in your life. And this can come in creativity as well. But I do feel like there's progression here when it comes to change. And this is something that you're absolutely utmost serious about. Okay. You're like, no, I'm devoted to this change. The challenge with this change, Four of Swords, ooh, getting rest. You may be the only one here who's cleaning house. Okay. These changes here is like, oh, I'm trying to recover. Some of you are recovering from burnout. Some of you are doing a lot for everybody else, but when are you creating some me time for yourself, Pisces? So the breakthrough for you this month is to create some of that me time for you, even if it's coming down into small situations, even if it's hanging out with a friend, even if it's doing something with your kid. There's just something here where it's like, I am going to pay attention to the people who love me, understand me, and I'm going to be dreamy about it. Now, some of you are just finding that creativity. It's like, I want to go and just draw or color, like you're doing something for you. But there's something here about being very artistic. Some of you are writers. Some of you, art's very significant to you. Let's see what the heart of the matter is. The mind and the body reversals are now up for Pisces. What's the heart of the matter here for you in August? Yeah, the heart of the matter here is you were trying to do everything all at once, and you are burning out, and you're realizing that this needs to stop. It's going to lead to burnout. So the heart of the matter is, I don't have to go this quick. I don't have to be there for everybody. I just have to be there for the right people and for myself. Where your mind is this month? Well, your mind here has to do with the moon energy here. Now, the moon that we just went through, even though this is Pisces energy with Aquarius moon, there may have been certain fears that have come off, that things that you're trying to release. And this is saying that, man, there's got to be some changes here when it comes to recovery, when it comes to self-love, when it comes to my mind. There's a lot of mental chatter. There's a lot of running around that you're doing. And this month, it's like, I got to get this mental chatter out of my mind. And how do I do that? Some of you, it's a vacation. Some of you, it's therapy. Some of you, it's self-care. Let's see how your material world and your body is doing here this month. Well, the Knight of Swords tells me that you're creating new boundaries this month. You're being aggressive about it. You're cutting things out of your life. You're like, nope, can't do that. Nope, I'm not signing up for that. Nope, I'm not going. No, I can't help you. No, I'm not working extra hours. No, I'm just being authentic. I am burnt out. And so you're just being very honest, and it's striking. And it's just like, this has got to go. This has got to go because my mental health is not feeling that great. So you're clearing some things out, and you're willing to take, some of you are willing to take pay cuts for now. Because, if it's like, I'm not going to work extra hours, you're like, no, I need to do this for me. So some of you are willing to cut certain things. Your emotions and your heart space here this month. Yeah, this is just like you're pouring back into yourself. Your cup is like not full right now. And so this Pisces is like, I got to focus on me, on what's good for me, and my mental health, my mental care, my mental well-being. Emotionally, I feel depleted. I don't feel like I'm receiving as much. And the only one who's going to receive or be able to receive and give to is me. And so you're realizing that it's not through other people, it's for yourself. External influences, people, environments, and outside forces here that are around you. Not that great. These are the individuals here who are burning you out. These are the individuals here who consider it unforgiving. It could be dealing with an Aquarius, but there's particular people in your life that take your vulnerabilities of being authentic, being direct, turning things around, twisting around when you are healing, when you're trying to recover, and they're like, well, that's not good enough. And so you do have individuals here who don't like the direction that you're going and the changes that you're making here because, well, they're not being considered. Outcome and integration here of this, you may be doing a massive change. Some of you, it is a job change. You could be leaving a job. Others, it could be leaving a toxic relationship, but you're not juggling anymore. You're calling it quits to this. It's like, this has to stop. I can't keep doing everything for everyone. And so I feel like you're just taking your power back in a really big way. All right. Some of you are just creating that sacred space. Some of you may even feel the need to create a sacred space in your house, like an altar or your room. There's something that you're renovating here. Yeah, the Hierophant here for you. There's also something, this is usually student teacher counseling. And I feel like for you, some of you may benefit from counseling or mentorship. You don't have to do everything on your own to express, to vent. But I do feel like there's this energy here of mentorship that you could be gaining here this month for you. Taurus energy. Yeah, Six of Wands here. It's because you need to shine. And the shine here is the direction is that you've been fed here to keep going and going and going until you're not the Energizer Bunny, And so I feel like there are certain situations, whether this is people, whether this is expectations, whether this is a job, they have been feeding you something here where it's not necessarily allowing you to rest. And so Spirit is saying, if you want true victory of this, learn the lesson of who's holding that flower. And you don't necessarily have to just be given one flower. Maybe there's other flowers to check out. You won't know. You haven't taken the time here to rest or see. You're just have that narrow focused on one situation, one relationship, one job, one endeavor. So there's something here where you're supposed to be giving it a rest. All right. That's what I got here for you, Pisces. If this resonated or if you want to claim it, you most certainly can. We're going to move on to Aries. Aries is up next. And yes, this does count. The jewels do count for unlocking the collective bonus. So we did make it. Congratulations, guys. You made it. That counts. That counts. We will have a collective bonus. We will. Not just yet, but soon. We still have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer, and then we will have a collective bonus. Aries. Aries is up. Angel eyes must be behind. She must be behind. She's on Pisces still. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you, Debbie, for listing which signs have been done. People always get confused with the order since I don't start with Aries. They're like, wait, what order is she doing? I comment it all the time. I comment it on all the time, but people still on the timestamps don't read it. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on for you in August? Bloom. Oh, August 5th may be something significant to you, but there's something all tied up with this. Five is a change. So are you fighting a change? No, you're just posting, Leah. That's okay. Are you fighting a change of some sort? Let's see what this card has to say. Self-confidence, femininity, individual fulfillment. A woman gazes into your eyes with pride and self-confidence. She knows what she wants, and this certainty blooms out of her head, being like a bountiful garden. What could you accomplish? Your inner strength blossoms into future achievements. So it's interesting because I feel like you're going through a growth spurt here, but you may also be a little bit, not saying you're overconfident, but resilience to this change because you want to do something a specific way. All right. Let's see what archetype is here. Oh my goodness. You're just going to see a lot of fives. You just simply are. You have the witness here, you have the artist here, but let's get right to it. You got a 5, which is the liberator. You got lots of 5s here. Okay. You're breaking a pattern. You're breaking a cycle. You're gaining a new perception in doing this. That means you're being able to detach from something, look at it from a different perspective, and then also, how can you grow from this? How can you collaborate with this? How can you make this work for you? But enough is enough. It's time for freedom. Freedom. You need freedom. You need some change in your life. And that's what's happening here. And the universe is saying, I hear you. I support you. And we're going to bring in this change for you. So Aries is going through a massive change. Okay. No reversals on initial story play. Let's see how you're showing up. Here is the Page of Pentacles here. Look at that, blooming. You're nurturing something. But it's an ascension period here, spiritual awakening of some sort. There's something here that you're gaining clarity on. Could be a new psychic gift. It could be, a different clair that opens up. There's something that you're a little bit more sensitive to, but you're learning. You're taking an opportunity and you're saying, I got to nurture this. I got to care for this. The challenge for Aries this month. Ooh, the higher fonts. Ooh, belief systems, traditions, patterns. There's certain things that we learn as a child that shape us, that conform us, but also doesn't necessarily help us as we get older as an adult. Some of it makes us feel that we need and seek outside validation. So there's something here with challenging the traditions, challenging a relationship, challenging the counseling that you're receiving. Interesting. The breakthrough for you this month is the Page of Cups. Interesting that they're both pages here. All children. Your breakthrough here is to be a little bit more dreamy. Listen, have fun, be more naive, lighthearted, feel into something, practice. All right. Let's see what the heart of the matter is. The mind and the body. Reversals are now up. They will be affected by this higher font here. Wow. This is Ace of Coins here is a big opportunity. So the heart of the matter here is an opportunity that you do not want to miss. And this is something here where it's a big gift. But where's your thoughts and minds about this opportunity that you're about to nurture, that you're about to care for? Ooh, the page. Look at all of these pages. Are you kidding me? This is crazy. You got the Page of Pentacles again. Where your mind is it possible? Can something come out of this? Am I smart enough to do this? Do I have the kahunas to do this? Do I have the right here to be just a student and actually be a teacher in this? There's something here where it's like, there's a lot of fertility here. There's a lot of ability here, but it's like, I'm afraid to freaking screw this up. Where's your body and material world here right now? Well, with the Three of Coins, it comes into those relationships, those connections. There are certain connections that just don't work for you anymore. Right? Some of you, you're about to do a job change. Others of you, it's a relationship change. A relationship could be over for you. It doesn't serve you anymore. Could be, like I said, a career change. Or it could just be like, this is not something that I believe in anymore. This is not something I want to feed into anymore. This is not me wanting to pretend it's going to grow anymore. I want to take something and make it better. You're not committed to this anymore or someone. Emotional and heart space here for you. Yeah, 10 of Cups reverse tells me that this is a community that you want out. It's played its part. You're not interested anymore. Some of you, it's like what used to light you up, what you used to care about anymore, you're not so caring and lighting up anymore for it. It's like, no, I don't have the heart to do that. It's just emotionally, it doesn't make me feel good anymore. Some of you, it's certain things that you used to like to do, hobbies, hanging out with certain people. And it's like, this feels fake. I've outgrown this. This doesn't work for me anymore. I need to find new people, So I do feel this energy here of like, I can't water into this anymore. I've outgrown this. External influences, people, environments around you here with the 8 of coins, or individuals here who are used to you being the fool and listening to them. Wow. Some of you are at a job that does not pay enough. Others of you, you are working so hard in a relationship that just use you as a fool, right? Because you have the power here to do it and you don't know the power that you have. Maybe you're a massive provider and you don't realize that you could provide on your own for yourself. You don't need another individual. You know, you can do the hard things. You can take the accountability of it. But how individuals feel for you, that you're a workhorse, that you're strong. Outcome and integration of this here is the Queen of Wands. You're taking your power back. Aries is taking their power back this month, and you're working with people that took advantage of your power, took advantage of your assets, took advantage of your time, chipped at your self-worth. This is you going, I've had enough. And I think that whatever I want, big opportunity, I can actually do better off somewhere else. So you're looking somewhere else. You're not staying put. Not this, Aries. Advice for you. Don't fight this change, because there is a massive gift that you're giving to yourself. You see, this has been rooted deeply into you, but people don't realize how much you've grown. This whole process of growing through rock to get to this point to receive. The greatest gift that Aries has is themselves right now. What do I do with this? Who do I share this with? Who deserves this part of me? What Aries is going towards, and doesn't necessarily mean another individual, another connection this month. The advice you have is finding the support in individuals who won't take advantage of that for you, which is what has happened to you in the past. All right. That's what I got here for you, Aries. If that resonated, or if you like it, or if you want to claim it, you most certainly can. Don't forget to hit like, to comment. And if you want more messages, you can go over at Harmonia Friends. Hey, Gun Guy, welcome back. Welcome back. Debbie says, I used to get confused at the very top. Oh, at the top when I would do the birthday sign too. It's to make it more even. I just do things differently. I've never been an individual who's a traditionalist, put it that way. I also like to mix it up, because as a reader, your channeling turns different by the end of it, and at the beginning of it, and in the middle of it. So this gives everybody a chance to get some of that similar energy, because you can't always be spot on for every freaking reading. I mean, most readers are on here 2 to 3 hours. It's crazy, but it's a lot of energy that readers put out. So give your readers some love, guys, not just me, other readers. I mean, they put a lot of time and effort into these. Back in the day, I didn't used to do these live. I've chosen to do them live. We glance. Most people don't read. I made this so damn big. I could have made it here. A lot of readers do it here in the smaller one, but I made this so damn big because I don't see it either. And you can tell people exactly what it is, but they won't read it. They're like, where am I? It's like going to the dollar store and then someone saying, how much is this? And you're like, it's $1. Remember those commercials? It's $1. How much does this cost? $1. What do you mean? Guys, we are getting a collective bonus here, so don't go anywhere. We have Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer left. You're getting spoiled. Oh, wow. Well, this just came flying out for you, Taurus, so we're going to keep it. Liberty. August 2nd may be a significant date for you. Freedom. Freedom is here, but so is justice. Choices, confidence, letting go, and self-determination are going to be huge for Taurus this month. This card shows a woman standing in profile. A bird cage hangs from her hair, and she is about to release her winged friend into the night. Many of the obstacles we face are ones we create ourselves. Once we realize we've created them, we have the power to release them. Do you know what this reminds me a lot of the Eight of Swords? The Eight of Swords. You can get out of this. So you actually have more freedom than you anticipate. It's all here. It's all here in this hair, in this Marge hair, Marge Simpson hair. All right. Let's see what archetype is with you. Wow. We haven't gotten a 10 in quite some time, but here we go. We have them. And in the 10 here comes the Fates, one of my favorite ones. And this one doesn't get kicked off a lot, but I love the Fates because it's all different timelines. It's not just the past, it's the present, it's the future, it's the different versions of you all coming together. Your ancestors, those versions of you, your higher self, your inner children, they're there. They're here to support you. This was all happening for you. If you can see that it's all a gold thread in this to bring you where you are at. You are in God's hands this month. I mean, in true faith. But there's just something here that is about to be revealed. And let me tell you, it's because you've been taking accountability in a big way with that 6. And you have been maintaining a clean house here with the keeper and the mediator. So it's interesting to see what's going to come in shape here with this freedom that you have now. And it's this newfound freedom for you, because I don't think that you realize how much power, Taurus, that you truly have this month. Because it's big. It is big. So you may see a lot of 6s and 4s and 10s this month. Let's see how you're showing up. No reversals on initial story play. How are you showing up here? 8 of Pentacles. Well, you're diligently working. You're creative. Could be, you know, investing in yourself, your well-being. Could be in career. Could be into a project. Could be a relationship. But you're focused on change. Absolutely. You're making a big change. What's the challenge about this change for Taurus? Taurus don't typically like changes. They don't. 6 of Swords. Yeah. You see how this anchored? Taurus tends to be stubborn. They do. I know because I'm a Taurus moon, and my mom was this Taurus. But there's just this energy here for you that, you know, you've been having a slow process to move on, to move forward. You've taken your sweet ass time with this. And the challenge here is like, okay, just lift the anchor and go. But you may be very uncomfortable with this. It's like starting a diet. You know, it's like, oh gosh, you mean I'm not in a cage? Oh God, this feels new. I don't like it. I don't think I'm prepared for this. I don't like how this outfit looks. It's like almost like you're trying to get ready to go out and you're like, nothing fits. So the challenge here is to get your mindset in a better mood. But the breakthrough here is the 10 of Wands here. You know your limits now, though. You know, you're not going to take on so much so you feel burdened. You know that you can, how much you can carry. So your breakthrough is I know how much I can carry when it comes to change. I'm not, this is a very fickle individual when it comes to making moves. You know, you're slow at it, and that's okay. But you also can get grumpy with making changes. So that's normal. That's normal. Heart of the matter, the mind and the body reversals are now up. The heart of the matter here for Taurus this month. Okay. Yeah, you have clarity here. It's not that you don't have any options. There's one particular option here that you were afraid to take. And maybe it's because you're afraid of your own success, or you're afraid of what the outcome could be, or afraid of rejection. But you won't know unless you try. You just won't. And there's just something here with this 8 of Cups. I'm sorry, not 7 of Cups. This 8 of Cups energy here that I feel that you were hoping something would come back. Some of you were hoping someone would come back, and you're realizing this reconciliation isn't really happening for you, not in the way that you want to. Your mind here, yeah, restless. Some of you, maybe there was something here that you thought was going to come back around. Some of you thought it was going to be an individual. It's not happening. And you're realizing you can't wait here anymore. This is making you actually feel more restless, and that, you know, this change is going to be good for you. What's going on in your physical and material world here with the King of Coins here? This is also this energy here, frugalness, fickleness, right? That's you, right? But it's like, be careful of overspending. Be careful of escaping in things that don't, because you don't want to feel, you know, a certain way. You know, it's like emotional eating or buying too much, all of that kind of stuff, overspending. But how your material is looking right now is I've spent a lot of time waiting for scenarios or situations to come back around, and it's not coming in that way that you want it anymore. So you are leaving it to the fates. You are. Emotionally, you're probably not feeling great about it, but we'll see. Relationships and healing here. 8. Look, you got another 8 of coins. You're working on it. Oh, it's tough to be fit. Like, this is a 6-pack full, right? You know, you're trying to remain optimistic. You know there's work ahead of you. And emotionally, you're like, I got to stick to it. I got to stick to the plan. Some of you are like, I got to stick to the diet. Some of you are going to make some diet changes. Some of you are going to make some exercises changes. Some of you are going to, you know, change your spending habits. Some of you are going to change your time of how much you're spending on waiting for an individual for a reconciliation of some sort. You're not doing that anymore. Let's see external influences of people around you. I feel like there's some energy here that is going to come back around. But here's the thing. It's going to reveal to you a mirror event of fears. So if this has to do, Taurus, with a reconciliation or with an opportunity that didn't work out and you just didn't know why, the secret's going to come out externally. And I think you're going to be blown away with why it wasn't given or handed to you. I think you are. The outcome of this for Taurus here. Yeah, judgment. It's like, it's almost going to be a relief. Like, well, I can understand now. Okay. Whether someone was given another opportunity that you should have received, or you didn't get an advancement of some sort, or a reconciliation didn't happen, someone externally around you is going to give the secret of why. And that judgment of that individual or those people is going to change you to not stick around. It's going to be like, well, that's not what I anticipated or what I thought. But at the same time, why do I have to stick around for this? It's enough answer that I need to go to move on. Advice for you, Taurus. 6 of Cups, okay? A lot of memories, a lot of nostalgia. A lot of you are dealing with individuals, another 6, you know, that you thought would always be there for you. And you're realizing that certain connections here you have outgrown or just aren't there anymore. You can daydream all you want, and this is all dreamy energy, and it does add up to the 7 of Cups, which I thought I saw earlier today, but it was the 8 of Cups. But you can dream all you want about those opportunities, but unless you actually take the opportunity to let something go, or a situation that you're being protected on because it's rejection, and rejection is protection, you're going to realize that maybe that offer here wasn't what you necessarily wanted to begin with. There's another opportunity here that's actually better, bigger. And I feel that you won't have rose-colored glasses on it. It will be more of a reality for it. You'll be very realistic about this next approach. All right. So that's what I got here for you, Taurus. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. We're going to move on to Gemini. Gemini is up. You can always get more messages over on Harmonia Friends community too. Where my gems at? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus is up next. Do a couple of shuffles. We'll get to it. Guys, we have Gemini and Cancer, but don't go anywhere. We will also have a collective reading. So your sign may come up again. Gemini, here we go. Spirit, what's going on for Gemini in August? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini. the journey. August 19th may be a significant date for you, but it's all about the journey. Fool's journey is what I heard. But let's see what this card has to say here about the journey. Gemini, love of adventure, curiosity, and appreciation. A young girl gently rides a deer. Both the girl and the deer are having fun on their adventure. They're playful and curious. Sometimes we get so caught up in the destination, we forget to appreciate the journey. So there's something here in your life where you're being asked to appreciate the journey. You're also being let to know a new friend or an acquaintance with a different point of view can help you see things without being overlooked. Interesting. So there's someone here too that could be in your life to give you a different perspective, a fresh perspective. All right. Let's see what archetype is here for you. Now this is perfect. You got the Witness, and the Witness is all about a fresh perspective, because this is an individual here you're going to learn about. They're going to mirror something back to you, and you're going to learn a lot from that. That's why that book is here, okay? But this person here is going to give you some insight, some wisdom, okay? And some of you, this person here is your higher self or your inner child here too. So it could be that too. So please keep that in mind. All right, let's see how you're showing up. 2 1s. You might see a lot of 1s and 2s coming up for this month. Remember, no reversals here in initial story play. Gemini, you're showing up as a 7 of Swords here. So this is usually a card here of hiding, of deceiving. But I don't think you're deceiving anything. I think you're hiding. You're keeping to yourself. Another sign got this. I can't remember which sign got it. But I feel like you're keeping to yourself. It's a massive transformation. You're holding it very dear to your heart, just like how I said in the other reading. The challenge here with this new journey and adventure, is the Knight of Swords. Okay, communication. Knight of Worth. I'm sorry, I was reading some of the stuff that it had said here. So you're receiving some kind of communication, and this communication here could be challenging. It could also be not receiving communication. It could be you articulating your words. It could be you putting up boundaries. The breakthrough here is in the 2 of Swords, okay? You're not alone in this crossroads. There is somebody here around you that is feeding you information, and the information is going to make you go, I never looked at it that way, or never thought of it that way. Like I said, if it's not necessarily a person, it could be your higher self or your inner child, because you're in deep reflection. So it could be that too. All right, reversals are now up. Let's see what the heart of the matter is. The mind and the body will be affected here by that Knight of Swords energy. What's going on here? The heart of the matter here is something here has drained your cup. I want to say this Gemini here has remained quiet and reserved and kept to themselves because they've been deeply hurt. And in this hurt, they have been quietly holding this pain by themselves. And they don't feel worthy right now. Your mind right now, who did this to you? Your mind is on a Capricorn energy of an individual here who may have been jealous of your light, who used you, could have abused you mentally. This is the mental card. It's this words. It's, you know what it is? It's almost like, I feel like someone here is giving you negative insight, negative feedback. And that always kept you feeling small. Let's see how your body and material world is doing here for August here. See, you can't take this anymore. You're holding on to this pain, you're holding on to this burden, and you're holding on to all of this baggage of this negativity that you know you need to release. And it's not necessarily true. And some of you, it's negative self-talk. But you've been taught that somewhere. Who taught you that? Who said that to you? Who was mean to you in that sense? That really, like, first person who sticks out. That's how you know. Your emotions and heart space when it comes to connections and relationships. Here it is, Knight of Swords. You like to keep to yourself because it's easier, because you feel what other people say is negative, or it's going to make you feel like you're being reprimanded in some way, shape, or form. The Two of Swords here is you might have someone here who's actually trying to be nice for you, feed you something, but you think negative about it. You don't believe it. Let's see the external influences for you. Hermits. You have someone here who sees you as incredibly wise, quiet, soul searching. But this individual has some insight for you too. And they don't want to see you all alone on that journey. And this is an individual here who says, I hear you, I see you. And some of you, this is your higher self who's saying, you're not on your own. I'm with you. I know you carried that burden. I know you carried those negative talks. I know you're afraid of having, the boundaries and things that come in place. But I'm trying to give you a perspective here that you are one of worth. Outcome and integration here for Gemini here, the Queen of Swords. This is a different side of you. You're not cold. See, you may see yourself as, oh my gosh, everyone thinks I'm cold or passive aggressive and resentment and bitter. No, you're detached. You know when people hurt you. So you just try not to bother. And so you try to detach from that, but it's created a shell or a facade of you not being warm. But people do see you as warm. But I think there's this facade of you who doesn't think that. You're just assertive. You're honest. You're truthful. You don't hold back. Things to consider here, Gemini. You are worth it. Some of you are reparenting yourself. You're the version of yourself that your inner child would be safe with. And it's so happy you are the one here to care them. Others of you, you have an individual here. Look at this, the devil. You have an individual here who gave you a web of lies. Oh, promises with a cherry on top that things would be changed. Again, we're getting that Capricorn energy. I do feel like this has to do with either negative self-talk or how someone talked at you. But it created a web of lies against your worth. And so this is you being journeyed with the right individual or your higher self, that you are on the path and that you are worth it. And you're not cold and you're not jaded. All right. That's what I got here for you, Gemini. Sending you so much love. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget to claim. And there's always more messages on the other side. Cancer is up. You're welcome, Lisa. Cancer is up, which means we are at our final sign, but not our final reading. Wait, the bonus train is on here. And for those of you who are new to the bonus train, we are going to roll the dice here shortly, and we're going to roll it a couple of times. So the more placements that come up, Zodiac placements that come on that are in your chart, this reading may be for you. So what do you want to do right now? Make sure you like this video because that helps, but also go ahead and put in your energy in the feed, whether you're here live or the replay. Say bonus and what signs that are up here, and we'll see if those show up. All right. We'll get there shortly, but right now we're going to focus it on Cancer. Cancer is up. And then we'll get to the collective. Yes, tappa, tappa, tappa. I always think of The Simpsons. I used to be such a big Simpsons fan back in the day. Cancer, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer, what's going on for you in August? Here we go. A long way home. 35 comes to an 8, which is August, maybe August 8th is a significant date to you. 8 is all about abundance here, but it says a long way home. So let's see what this is about. You traveling a lot this month? Journey, remembrance, experiences, and passage. Look at this little elephant. Look at this little elephant, Cancer, on his journey through the skies. He lives in a huge balloon and has his castle with him. Lights guide the way while he slowly passes over the horizon. How long is his journey and when will it end? Will he drop anchor again or continue his travels? This card, Cancer, reflects how we pass through our lives. During our pilgrimage, we collect memories strong enough to fill a castle and light enough to buoy our voyage. So there's something here that you're reflecting about your past. Some of you, it's past lives, right? Not necessarily this life. It could be past lives here too, but there's deep reflection. You're getting connections with that. Some of you are getting deep connections with your past lives. Hey, Unique, welcome back. Oh, wait, let me pull your numbers. Let me pull your numbers first. I almost forgot. What archetype are you this month? Wow. We got an 11. Well, we haven't had this in quite some time either. We don't get him a lot. Hopefully I can show him. We have the Alchemist. The Alchemist has drive and is very similar to the Mediator, who's more even keel and takes accountability. But the Alchemist has got temperance, where the patience kind of runs out, and that's why you got liberation here. Breaks the cycle and says, screw it, we're going for it. I have everything that I need to do this, and I remember who I am. So there's this energy of this Cancer going, I remember who I am. Ooh. Cancer showing up as the Alchemist this month. All right. What else is going on here? The Magician. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Well, you can't get any more alchemist than this, okay? You have the power. You are in the midst of manifestation. You're utilizing all the tools, and you're going to have faith in this, but we're going to see what the challenge is in this faith. The challenge here for you is the Page of Wands. Ooh. Well, the Page of Wands is an individual here. If it's a challenge, they can be very aggressive and very much an explorer, but they also may want to take a shortcut to get to be a king. Okay. It's like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I know it all. I know it all. Well, the challenge here is you don't know it all, and you have to look at something with a fresh lens and explore it as though it's brand spanking new. Can you do that? Can you look at something from a fresh perspective that's brand spanking new, that you don't know it all? You remember who you are, but this has to do with actions. 5 of Wands. Your breakthrough here is with what you confront, who you play with. Sometimes you play with fire. Sometimes you play in areas that you know you don't have anywhere to be because you haven't done the work yet. But you're trying to manifest a shortcut. And I'm not saying shortcuts aren't a good way to go, but this is what you're working on. You're trying to find a shortcut here to get through the competition. And the breakthrough here is actually in the confrontation, is actually in the participation, is building. So there's something here where your breakthrough is actually going to be confronting something head on. You can alchemize as much as you want, but you got to show them what you got. Show them what you got. Show them what you got, Cancer. All right, let's see what the heart of the matter is, the mind and the body. Remember, reversals are now up. Let's see what the heart of the matter is here with that challenge for Cancer. Oh my gosh. Pride. Some of you, it could be jealousy. There's nothing wrong with jealousy. People always look at it as really bad, but jealousy could be things, that come around that you don't have, it's like, oh, why do they have it and I don't, but there's also a good way. This isn't reverse. This is upright. So there's a healthy way to look at competition. You're not going to know unless you participate. And so this Cancer here is realizing the heart of the matter is I have to participate. I got to participate. I can't just say I know it all. Where your mind is right now, ooh, I know it all. This is someone here who's overzealous, overconfident, reckless when they put something out, power driven, trying to get something because they want to win it over. Their mind is, I want to win this. I want to get this. I want to have it all. You might as well be Violet at this point, who's like that Violet energy. Now, I'm not saying everybody, this is a bad thing. I'm just saying this is the energy that's coming in your mind. I want it all because it's this energy of, if I don't have it, I'm nothing. Body and material world for you right now in August, is anger. But how are you utilizing that anger? Are you using it for pride? Or are you going to use that to filter you to actually confront and challenge and play the game in a healthy way? In a healthy way. So you lose a couple of matches. All right. Practice makes perfect. You are in the midst here this month, Cancer, of practicing. And are you irritable? Are you annoyed because I'm not going to win them all? Yeah, you're going to be pissed when you lose. Hey, Joel, welcome back. But emotionally, you're healing. Emotionally, you're being more vulnerable than you ever have in your entire effing life. The star here is vulnerability. Aquarius energy here. It's having faith and hope. And this Cancer has not lost hope. They may have been kicked down with pride. Wanted something faster and on their terms. Externally, how are people who are surrounded by you influencing you? There are individuals here who are dropping like flies. Yeah. The real reverse here is it's not bad luck. It's karmic cycles that are ending. Why? Well, because you are a long way from home and you're taking your home with you. You're like, I'm not necessarily allowing these individuals back on my boat. Could be dealing with Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo energy, Taurus. But I just feel like these outside influences are individuals that you have repeated patterns with, not just in this lifetime, but with others, in other lifetimes. And this is like battles that you never were necessarily meant to be in, but the battles you did, that you should have been in, that would actually helped you grow, you refused to be in. It was interesting. You know how they say pick your battles? I feel like this Cancer may have picked battles that they knew that they couldn't win at, and it wasn't really helping them. No, look. Now, the Five of Cups is a card here of missing, loss. But not all is lost. It's connections here that weren't really meant to last. And so not all is lost here for you, Cancer. It's just this, there might be some guilt and shame with some of this energy that comes through because of anger, resentment, or things that didn't pan out the way you wanted it to. But it doesn't mean that you're a bad person, or it doesn't mean that things aren't going to go your way. You're just building a muscle right now. And I see you actually doing it by participating. And this participation may be that not everybody's your cup of tea, and some relationships will be, but I just feel like certain connections in your life are just kind of shedding. You're shedding old connections and old identities of yourself. Advice here from Spirit. Here it is, gaining a new perception here. You don't have your heads in the clouds. In fact, you're zipping that out. You're getting your heads out of the clouds. It's time to make a move. This is usually a card of self-sacrifice, and their Spirit is saying here, listen, this recovery period you've had, has given you a huge wake-up call of who you've been confronting, who you've been fighting for, and who you've been competing for to get a shortcut to get somewhere quicker. And Spirit's saying it's not about the goal, it's about the journey. And so you're learning to enjoy the journey. Okay. That's what I got here for you, Cancer. If you could resonate with this, or you like it, or if you want to claim it, you most certainly can. We're going to move on to the collective bonus. We have one bonus here. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Mm-hmm. Who's here right now live? Let me know if you guys are here live. There's a lot of people watching the replay now. Did everybody go? Did everybody disappear for the collective? All right, we still got some people here. Is it Tamang? I think I'm totally saying your tag wrong, but thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Guys, I want to put out a big thanks out here to our sponsors and our moderators here for the evening. If it wasn't for the sponsors this evening, you guys would not have this reading. So let's give a shout out here to Debbie. She's put in a couple of times, and Mitzi, both of my moderators here. And we also had Kale who put some in, and Crystal here. If again, make sure you guys give some love to these individuals and to all our sponsors, because, well, this reading is possible because of them, and let them get paid in riches tenfold for their generous donations. Collective bonus is up. Okay, for those of you who are new to the collective bonus, what we do is we roll this a couple of times. Hopefully Debbie's going to help me out. Debbie's going to help me out. I'm volunteering her to help me note these rolls so that we can see. And the more placements that you have, this reading may be for you. But if you feel guided to listen, your placements aren't all there, then listen to your intuition first. That's what matters. Okay. So your intuition is always first, not the signs. It's your intuition. So you can always find some messages there. All right. I also want to remind you guys, I will be back here tomorrow evening for All Signs Love readings, their current feelings and what's next in the connection for August. So if that interests you, make sure you set your notifications. I have it up there live now. We'll also be back here on Sunday because we're going back to our regular times, Fridays and Sundays again. Yay. Friday, we'll be back here for the All Signs Weekly. I think it'll be 3 p.m. I haven't set it up yet, but make sure you look out for that this weekend too. And I'll probably set it up for tomorrow so that you guys can schedule those notifications ahead of time. All right. I know a lot of you are like, I miss having Fridays and Sundays. And well, I was trying to have some downtime on Saturdays and evenings for Fridays. And so my schedule is finally back to its old schedule. All right, let's roll. We always go a little deeper on the unlock bonus too. We have Libra. Libra is in the house, and Virgo. Libra and Virgo are in the house. We have Pisces. Pisces is here. Leo. Our lions are back. 2 more. Capricorn is in the house. 1 more. And Aries. No dupes tonight. Those are the signs that we have for this reading. If you have any of those placements in your chart, this reading may be for you. Give Debbie a second. I'll shuffle one more time. She might have gotten a commercial. Thank you, Debbie. So this is the Unlock Collective bonus. If you have any of these placements in your chart, this reading may be for you. Collective, what do you need to know? What do you need to know for the month of August? This is the final reading, guys. Final reading for tonight. Listen, August 6th may be something significant to you. Take a pause to listen, collective. This is about mindfulness, sensitivity, and empathy. This young woman with closed eyes and a knowing smile is rooted in the earth, collective. Her hair has transformed into the roots of the plants above her. You can tell the woman is aware of her surroundings. She is connected to the voice of nature. She can listen to the growing plants beneath the ground. She is an integral part of her world. She understands the sorrows and worries of the environment. She also knows the songs of nature's pleasures. You're being asked here, collective, to be more groundful and more mindful. Interesting. So you need to ground yourself here and realize how connected you truly are to the universe. Let's see what archetype is here for you. Oh my gosh. Can we get any deeper than this? We have a 7. We have the Seeker. The Seeker is in the house. We had the Seeker come up a couple of times. We certainly did. But it's not just the Seeker here. We also have the Keeper and the Artist. The Keeper is one who maintains in whatever you're trying to put your time and energy into. And the Artist is an individual who's willing to collaborate. But there's some kind of collaboration coming in form for you when it comes to your higher self. And this energy feels like for you this month, collective, that you're going to see some massive breakthrough from all this soul searching. So your intuitive gifts, and the more grounded you are, the more messages you're going to receive. So look for 4s and 3s and 7s in synchronicities. You may see a lot of that coming up. The Seeker will be here throughout the reading, but the Seeker is also willing to ask really big questions, not just like, what's this for? It's like, who am I? What do I do with this? They're big questions here that come in play. So it could be that too. Happy birthday, Denise. We're right now on the collective, but we got Leo in the collective. So just listen. And if you want to go back to your Leo reading, it will be the first reading since we did Leo first. How are you guys showing up? King of Pentacles, very practical. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Practical, nurturing, caring, grounded, which is awesome. That's really the energy that I'm feeling here. You're being very mindful, especially when it comes to your time and energy, what you invest in. What's the challenge here for my collective? On the 9 of Pentacles here. The challenge here is your stability and your effort to put into yourself. This is for the collective who tends to put into everybody else but themselves. And they realize that they need to do better at this. That their job is to take care of themselves. No one's going to save this collective. They are. Let's see what your breakthrough is this month. Ace of Pentacles. Look at all of this money. Woo. You have a big offer coming your way. And it's because you take time for oneself. This is going to be a big offer coming your way. We're going to look here into the heart of the matter here, the mind and the body. Reversals are now up. They will be affected by the first row. Heart of the matter here with the 3 of Wands here reversed. No one's coming to save you. You may have had a particular idea of like a certain situation. It's just like, this isn't an offer that gets handed to you. This is an offer that you've had the whole damn time, but you need to create space and time and energy for yourself, oneself. You have a lot to offer, but you give it to others. You give it away. Your mind here, yeah, your choice here is to put all of that worth in others. Lovers, friends, family, jobs, all of that. And what does it add to with the 9 of Cups here? Your loyalty. If this is what my collective feels, if I keep giving the way that I do, I want to showcase how loyal I am, how loving I am, how understanding and how caring I am and supportive I am. And there's a part of you that wants this married back. And it's not necessarily being married back. And the heart of the matter here, after all this soul searching, is, hey, I'm doing this to myself. I'm forgetting about me. Yeah, in a big way. Sometimes you're giving so much that people just kind of forget how much you give because they get used to you giving. They get used to the perspective of you always being there for them. And the truth is, that you may have enabled individuals to keep taking and taking and taking and taking and taking. And they're not necessarily learning anything. These are just individuals with wishful opportunists who don't know how to invest wisely, care for themselves. When you know how to do that, but yet you show it to everybody else and you do it for everybody else. But when it comes to you, the challenge is that you got to remember that you can do it on your own. Where's your emotions in your heart space? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I've given to everybody but me. Where did I learn this? Where did I pick this up? Some of you feel sick. Some of you feel broke. And it's like, this is ridiculous. I shouldn't be broke. I shouldn't be sick. Who are these outside influences? Who are these individuals here? These are individuals here who are used to you giving them everything. You spoiled them. But there are also individuals here who can't offer you much. They don't even know how to offer that. It's not in them. It's not in them like you do. And so you have individuals here who are upset because you're choosing yourself this month. You know you can't keep going this way this month. And you may not have all the time and effort here to resolve the problems. Some of you, your children could be a little ticked off at you. And it's like, no, you got to figure this out. I can't always be saving the day and doing the rest of your homework. If you're going to be late, you're going to be late. If you're going to not have your paperwork in, you're going to get an F. There's just like, it's energy here of accountability. And accountability here is not really being taken by others. And there's individuals here who don't want to take the accountability because they don't know how. What's emerging out of this for my collective? Mindfulness. You are not misjudging. Now, others may misjudge you because they're used to you holding their hand. And they're used to you pulling them out of things. But this is you going, I've misjudged this whole situation. I haven't helped these individuals, these people. I haven't even helped myself by this. So this is you taking your power back this month, collective. Not feeding into scenarios. Final message for you, collective. Ooh. Oh boy. There are going to be individuals that I would not be surprised that do actually step forward they're not all jerks. These are individuals here who may even apologize to you, who may have gone, you know what, collective, I'm so sorry that I took advantage of you, or I have not really appreciated how much you did for me. These are individuals here who may be reeked with guilt and shame, but there's a part of you that may feel that too. And the guilt and shame here is not the anticipation here of, I might have been the one who caused all of this. But now it's about the Ace of Swords of you being honest and truthful. And that this key is not just handed as a grand master key of unlocking everybody's door. Not everybody's meant to have access to you or the knowledge. Okay, some people have to learn on their own. And so this is the greatest knowledge that you have, is being authentic, truthful, and mindful to this. All right. That's what I got here for you guys. I hope you enjoyed these readings. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Like I said, guys, I will be back here on tomorrow night for All Signs Love readings. I hope to see you guys there. If you're looking for more messages, you can always join the YouTube membership or inside the vault at my website. And if you're looking to book private readings, just go. All that information will be at my website. You guys take care and have a good evening. All right. Bye-bye.